Hello, everyone, and welcome to How to Bet, HowToBet.com or How to Bet Podcast. Go to HowToBet.com. I'm Daryl Fine. He's Sean the Genius Miller. I am in the States. He is in Manchester. And we are going to bring you our Parlay Power Plays of the week for Week 13. But first, let me say this to you. Yes, you on YouTube. We appreciate everybody listening and watching, but you YouTubers, you hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, hit that notification bell, and then go down, leave comments, good or bad. If you want merchandise, ask us for merchandise. We have swag for you, as we always send out. We're sending out a bunch of it this week. Elaine Lamoreno, of course, once again, commenting, and we appreciate all your comments. We appreciate you following us, and we appreciate everybody. We know you have a billion different choices as far as podcasts go, so we do appreciate you coming along for the ride with us. We had a very successful week last week. Make sure you go down to the description box. You'll see all of Sean's previews there. Hit the links. You'll see his previews. Very important to go to howtobet.com and see the previews, because you're going to get updated odds. You're going to get updated injury reports that are important. You're going to get exclusive offers from various different sports books. So go there now. Go there early and often. And, of course, his previews. But, hey, things are crazy in the NFL. We already know that Mike McCarthy won't be on the sidelines for the Cowboys. Maybe a good thing. Some people will say that. Kamara, he's questionable. A lot of different injuries and COVID going on. So get there early and often. Uh-oh.
Can we have your attention, please?
Uh-oh.
We will fire alarm test.
Wow. Fire alarm test during our show. Sean, are you going to leave, or are you staying in that hotel room of yours?
Evacuate by your nearest exit.
Oh, my God. I got to go. Yeah.
You got to go? Well, this is great. Now, this is great podcast. I think they said it's a test. You know what would make even better TV is if it was actually on fire and we kept the cameras rolling. So you got a decision to make here, man.
Let's go.
If it's me, I'm staying. If it's me, I'm staying.
Yeah, go.
How high?
Go.
How high?
Talk about my parlay power play.
How high? What floor are you on? What floor are you on?
Oh, third. I can
you can jump
out
that. Don't worry about that. Okay, we're good. For you, though, for you youngsters at home, don't make that same decision. But no, stay, jump if you need to jump. I think everything's going to be okay. All right, time for our Parlay Power Plays of the week. We were both 2 for 3 last week. We both got beat by the New York Giants, or the Philadelphia Eagles, who did absolutely nothing last week. A week they had to win. A week they were driving. They were thriving, and they did absolutely nothing, and we both got beat by them. But overall, a very, very successful week. And we're going to hit you up again with our Parlay Power Plays of the week. Sean, you go first.
Yeah, we'll see how long I get to do this before the alarms start going off here. I'm going to go with the Dolphins -3 over the Giants. I talked about this in my story this week for the How to Bet Week 13. The Dolphins were 1-7 after 8 weeks. They lost 7 in a row. Some of those games were close. They weren't playing poorly. Now they're 5-7, and they get the Giants, the Jets, and the Saints the next 3 weeks. Imagine if they could beat those two teams. Here we go.
Here we go. It's my Miami -3 at home against the Giants. You're going with the Dolphins.
Please leave by the nearest.
Uh-oh, you're leaving. Hey, are you leaving? What are you going to do?
Oh, man, I'm staying.
Let's
I'm
go.
on TV, man.
Yeah. Let's and it's only a drill anyway. It's only a drill. Okay, next up for you.
Within the building.
Go ahead. We move. Hey, this is live. We're coming to you live, obviously.
We have an emergency within the building.
Maybe I get in trouble now.
Yeah, you better go. They say emergency. I thought it was a test, but now they're saying an emergency within the building. All right, head out. Head out.
It's a test.
Oh, it's a test. All right, don't worry about it then.
They announced it was a test.
Oh, okay,
so
that's what I thought.
So there we go. Here's my.
I'll carry on.
Anyway, I like the Dolphins here because they won 5. They won 4 in a row. They're going to make it 5 over the Giants. The Giants got their win last week. They're not any good. They beat a bad team, and this Dolphins team is pretty good. They're defensively. They're only second behind the Packers at this point, or the Patriots at this point over the last 4 weeks. And I think they're they could go into that last. If they can win these next 3 and get to 8-7. Remember, they were 10-6 last year.
Yeah.
I think they have a chance to kind of change this whole season around, and then they're going to get Tennessee in week 17, which is interesting because they're falling apart. And then the Patriots, who might not have anything to play for that week, so it could be interesting.
So, all right, so Miami -3 at home against the Giants is your first part of this parlay power play. Go ahead. Pick number 2.
Second team, I think, probably one of the best teams in the AFC, even though they're not, they're 6-6 right now. I put them in the top tier. I said 1A, 1B in the AFC. I have Indianapolis and Buffalo right there in 1B. I think this Colts team is really peaking. They played really well against. They lost again. I mean, they've had a lot of games where they played well and lost, but 6-6, and they're playing Houston, who lost to the Jets. I mean, come on, man.
Yeah. So it's Indianapolis at Houston. Indianapolis is an 8.5-point favorite right now as we do this earlier in the week. Remember also to go to HowToBet.com and look at those updated odds as well. So Indianapolis -8.5 at Houston is your second part of this parlay power play of the week, and now your third leg of this parlay power play.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the team that might be the best team in the AFC, definitely defensively. They just need Lamar Jackson not to throw 4 interceptions, including 3 and 5 passes. They still covered, though. How about that? Lamar Jackson threw 3 interceptions and 5 passes and 4 interceptions on the game and wasn't the worst quarterback on the field.
How about that? Yeah, and no surprise there.
Baker Mayfield was 18 for 37.
He's terrible.
I mean,
not a good
this
quarterback.
Ravens, but hey, listen, they gave the ball to the Browns multiple times, and the Browns only scored 3 points off those turnovers. So this Ravens team is peaking. Their defense is really good. Jackson's obviously, that's just like an aberration game. And the Steelers stink. They're falling apart. They're hurt. They're banged up. They're not going anywhere. It's all over for them. So, you're going to give me -3 in that game. I'm taking it all the time.
So it's Baltimore -3 at Pittsburgh. Yes, Pittsburgh for some reason has decided they don't want to run the ball anymore and let the 72-year-old quarterback drop back in each and every play. It's bizarre to me, and I think Tomlin's an outstanding coach, but something doesn't make sense there. So your parlay power plays of the week: Miami -3 at home against the Giants, Indianapolis -8.5 on the road at Houston, and Baltimore -3 at Pittsburgh. My parlay power play of the week, I'm going to go to Chicago, but I'm going to take Arizona. Arizona coming off a bye week, -7.5 against a bad Chicago Bears team. I do think Dalton is the better quarterback, but over Fields at this point in their careers. But I will take Arizona -7.5 at Chicago. I will also take Miami -3 against the Giants at Miami. Miami playing much better. So, yes, I will take Miami -3. And then I will head out to Seattle, a reeling Seattle Seahawks team. I will go the other way and take San Francisco -2.5. San Francisco playing well. They will probably be without Deebo Samuel, who is their best offensive player, but I'm still going to take the -2.5 at Seattle. So it's Arizona -7.5 at Chicago, Miami -3 home against the Giants, and San Francisco -2.5 at Seattle. For me, they are our parlay power plays of the week.
Hey, Daryl,
Yes.
I got something here.
Yeah.
You just took San Francisco.
Yeah.
They're one of these teams now. Once again, they were 3-5, and now they're 6-5. I mean, are you think they're one of these teams that's dangerous in the NFC right now?
Well, danger, all you need to be dangerous now in the NFC is a water pistol. So danger is you just have to be okay to be dangerous now in the NFC. That's what's happening. So
if you can get in the playoffs at this point now, I mean, if you can win some game like the Washington or any of these teams, I mean, if you get in the playoffs, I would think, you have half a chance to win at least a game, and then you're in the, semifinals.
Yeah, I agree. So, yes, San Francisco is as dangerous as pretty much any other team in the NFC at this point. Let's see how they do without Samuel, though. He was not only their top receiver, although they didn't even throw him the ball. He became their top running back. Well, Mitchell did have a good week, but they were using Samuel a lot as a running back as well. So we will have to see. They're going to have to change their offense a little bit there. Remember to follow us on social media at Twitter. On Twitter, I am at FineLine33, FEINLINE 33. He is at The Prodigal Sean. And, of course, Instagram, he is at The Prodigal Sean. I am Daryl Fine.
A lot of pictures of the Manchester markets and all this stuff.
Yeah.
Manchester Christmas markets popping off.
Can't wait to see that. Yes, he is in Manchester. We moved him. We gave him a better look here in this segment. A little drowned out in segment one. So we moved him. He sat through a fire drill. What a gamer Sean the Genius Miller is. When we come back, our primetime bets for week 13 coming at you after this. How to bet, go to howtobet.com. Back after this.
Let's go.